He was a college dropout, a rebel with big dreams, and a man who believed that technology could touch the heart. From a small garage in California, he built one of the most powerful companies in the world. His ideas changed how we listen to music, how we use phones, and how we see creativity itself. This is the story of Steve Jobs, the man who taught the world to think different. Steve Jobs was born in 1955 in San Francisco, California. He was adopted as a baby by Paul and Clara Jobs, a kind couple who gave him love and stability. As a boy, Steve was curious and full of energy. He loved to take things apart: radios, TVs, anything with wires. He didn't just want to use technology, he wanted to understand it. At school, he was smart but restless. He asked too many questions, challenged teachers, and refused to follow rules. But that curiosity would one day change the world. When Steve was a teenager, he met Steve Wozniak, Woz, a quiet genius who loved building computers. They became best friends, and together they dreamed of creating something big. After finishing high school, Steve went to Reed College in Oregon, but he soon dropped out. He wasn't lazy, he just didn't want to spend money learning things that didn't inspire him. He spent time sitting in on the classes he liked, like calligraphy, where he learned the beauty of design, a lesson that would later make Apple famous. In 1976, when Steve was only 21, he and Wozniak started a small company in his parents' garage. They called it Apple. Their goal was simple: to make computers easy for everyone to use. Their first product, the Apple I, was built by hand. Then came the Apple II, a success that made Steve a millionaire before he was 25. But fame didn't make him comfortable. He wanted perfection. He wanted magic. In 1984, Steve introduced the Macintosh, a computer with a mouse and a screen full of beautiful icons. It was creative, friendly, and years ahead of its time. But not everyone at Apple agreed with his ideas. Steve's passion sometimes became too strong, and it caused conflict inside the company. In 1985, at just 30 years old, he was pushed out of Apple, the company he had built from nothing. It was one of the hardest moments of his life. But Steve didn't stop. He started a new company called Next and bought a small animation studio called Pixar. Pixar went on to create some of the most beloved animated films ever made: Toy Story, Finding Nemo, The Incredibles. Next didn't sell many computers, but its technology was brilliant. And in 1997, Apple bought Next, bringing Steve Jobs back home. He returned as Apple's CEO, and this time, he was wiser, calmer, and even more creative. Then came the golden era. In 2001, Apple launched the iPod, a tiny music player that fit thousands of songs in your pocket. In 2007, Steve introduced the iPhone, a device that changed everything: the way we talk, work, shop, and live. And in 2010, the iPad, a new way to read, create, and connect. Every product was simple, elegant, and powerful. Steve's philosophy was clear: design is not just what it looks like and feels like. Design is how it works. But behind the success, Steve faced a private battle. In 2003, he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. He fought it for years, continuing to work, dream, and inspire, even as his health weakened. On October 5th, 2011, Steve Jobs passed away at the age of 56. The world lost a visionary, but his ideas continue to shape our lives every day. Steve Jobs once said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition." He showed that failure can lead to greater success, and that passion and creativity can change the world. From a small garage to the stage of the world, Steve Jobs turned dreams into reality. Thank you for listening. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe for more simple stories about people who changed the world.